What it do, YouTube fam? Back with another video, and it's a good Saturday evening. Worked all morning on other people's vehicles, and I came up with this idea that I'm gonna invest at least an hour or two of my time out each day for my own personal projects. It'll be, probably after hour, because I've been working like some 10, 11 hour days, sometimes 12. So kind of got everything, kind of knocked down and under control. So we finna wind it back down to around 8 or 9 on the business side and give myself an hour or two of each day. That's to get some progress done on my personal things, to move them further along. So, and I think it's only fair to me that I do that. Like, I can't keep giving 110%, to my business, even though it's my business. You wanted to be successful, sometimes you got to give 110%. 100 just ain't enough. You got to give 110%, and I've been doing it for a couple months now. So you got everything under control. I got 2 helpers now, so there's been a big help. So we got a lot of stuff kind of knocked down, and we finna roll out a lot of vehicles. So I said I can give myself at least an hour or 2 out of each day, especially on a Saturday, like a half a day Saturday, and I can get a lot accomplished on my personal stuff. So right now, and I want to add this in here too. I kind of like giving a little motivational game or whatever. Networking is key. Like going to the car shows, and I call it popping it how I did. It may not be big to some, but it was big to me. I put some effort into the display, even though it wasn't extravagant display. I still put a little effort into it, and it brought a lot of attention, and a lot of people saluted and shouted me out. And networking at the car show, it opened up some doors and opportunities that I didn't even expect. So I ain't gonna speak too much about it, but looking, going forward, I'm expecting some big things to come out of that. So that's just my message, a little motivation to get out there and network, and whatever you got going, whatever it is that you got going, just get out there and get around the right people and network, man. I'm telling you, some good thing behind them doors, man. You can't be out here scared to pop it or let people know what you got going on. You got to get out here and you got to promote. So enough of that. I got gangster here, and for some reason I kind of got in that mode, like man, we got to show gangster some love. Like it's right there, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no frame out bill or nothing like that. But gangster got the potential to be, one of the ones right quick. So I'm like, man, let me show gangster some love right quick, and put my little PNS touch on it. And we're gonna do something special with the interior. Like we're gonna tone it back down, but we still gonna have that pop to it. But we're gonna clean everything up. Like, I've been riding it for a long time. It still turn heads. I done had gangster a little over 20 years, you could say. So, it got its flaws. You see it in person. It got its flaws. It's obvious. And there's some things that I know that I done when I painted it that I could have done better, or I should say different. I wish I had done some things differently, and I probably wouldn't be going through the issues that has occurred. But however, we gonna fix it. Yep, I ordered up some stuff for gangster. We got the Coverlay dash We already did the lower dash. We replaced the whole lower dash. So we got the cover lay for the top. Of course, it got some cracks in it, which I'm finna show y'all in a minute. And y'all probably watched the other video. I showed y'all the cuts in my seat when old Nutty crazy good and got up in there and went crazy on it. But so we're gonna get that took care of. We're gonna clean up the engine a little bit, overhaul it, and we're gonna get gangster at tip-top shape. Now I don't think I ain't changing the dub ballers, cause I like the dub ballers, honestly. You know, I could probably try to sell them and go upgrade just for a bigger name, just to say, you know, we got Forges or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that's above DUBs right now. But I actually like the ballers on there, and I think I'm gonna, you know, just keep the ballers on there. But we gonna most definitely we're gonna clean up this paint, and I got some real special. Y'all gonna want to stay tuned, cause we finna really pop it on this paint. We ain't finna do no more regular degular. We done regular degular for 20 plus years, so hey, we finna pop it on this paint job. So y'all gonna want to stay tuned. So right now, I'm actually out here. I'm about to put a new hood on here, and I'm gonna show y'all all the flaws in it. It got some dents, and the dents actually come from the mechanic closing it down, pushing down on it too hard, and I'm assuming that he was treating it like it was a box Chevy. He was pushing down on the sides of it, trying to get the hinges, which he didn't have to do that, but he actually pushed dents down in it. So, and it ain't bad, but I was like, am I gonna fix it or just replace it? And that's the thing in the body shop field. Like, you gotta make those decisions. Like, yeah, I can fix it. I can you know, pull the metal and put body filler in there and straighten it out, and it'll be good. But for $160, I can have a brand new steel hood and just take probably 15 minutes to replace it and be done with it. And all I have to do to the new hood is scuff it up and, you know, prime it or seal it or whatever I'm gonna do after that. But it ain't gonna have no body filler or none of that. It's a brand new hood and good for $160 versus I don't know, probably 2 hours of my time, 2 to 3 hours, just say, with priming it and all, little material here and there. We'll be well over $160 if I'm counting my time and the material I'm gonna put into it. So, however, I went on ahead and got me a new hood, and we're gonna start with all new, mostly new panels. I'm gonna get new fenders, and I'm trying to locate a body, a 95, 96 body that's compatible to what I got, a Bubba Chevy, SS or whatever, because I want to replace as many panels as I can to keep from having to strip it back down. And I tell you why I'm gonna have to strip it back down is because I did not use epoxy primer when I went to the bare metal the last time I did it. I didn't use epoxy primer last time I stripped the car down. I used etching primer, and I think the etching primer is giving up. Is not as good as epoxy primer. Epoxy is the best thing you want to put over bare metal. I use etching primer, and I think it's kind of giving up because I'm starting to see bubbles coming through. So that's a note for anybody out there, any do-it-yourselfers or whatever, new painters. You want to epoxy prime that bare metal. So we finna get this hood swapped out. I'm gonna try to set this camera up, do a little time lapse on replacing the hood, but if not, cut y'all back on when I get it on. But I'm gonna show y'all the little flaws before I get started. One right there, and this hood actually had the hole cut out for the ointment, and I welded that hole up, so it's already body filler right here. And that's what the cracks you see right there. And somebody pushing down on it, not knowing that it's real. There's a dent there. Another one there. Yep. It's got some dents in it, but my thing is, until I locate, and I can strip these doors down. I can strip them down again to the bare metal probably real quick. It won't take a whole lot of time to strip these doors down, and I might end up just doing it. I'm gonna have to do the quarter panels anyway, because I'm not replacing the quarter panels. That's a lot of work to replace the quarter panels. I'm gonna strip those down for sure. But if I can find a good parts car and the doors kind of reasonable, I'll just go ahead and replace the doors. That way I ain't gotta strip them. So we're gonna see what we come up with. But let me get this hood throwed on here right quick. Cut y'all back on in a sec. Alright, family, so we got the hood on. We had to put all the components on the hood, transform off the old hood to the new hood, but we got it done. Looking real good on there. I see one little high spot, not a dent. Call those high spots. It's real small, but we can take care of that with a little hammering and a little putty. And she'll be good on that tip. So that's the only spot that I seen. Usually we get these new hoods, they be folded on the end, have all type of thing going on with them. And they happen in shipping, so this hood look real good. That's all that's going on, so let y'all get a look. I went ahead and throw the grill in, but we're gonna remove the grill to get behind the grill and sand that lip down good, so it won't be no peeling behind it. So I just put it together for right now until we get ready to, actually start sanding and, busting it down for paint. So yep. Cap's tight, and I think I'm still gonna end up sliding the holes in the hinges, just so I can have enough room to play around with my gaps and stuff and move it around a little bit more. Because this is an aftermarket hood, and anybody know aftermarket, they don't fit like they supposed to. They're not gonna fit like original equipment, that OEM stuff. So aftermarket hood, so we got to make it work for your application. So keep that in mind whenever you get any aftermarket parts. You're gonna have to slot a hole or do something to make it work. You know what I'm saying? It ain't you might get lucky sometimes and it fall right in place, but most time with aftermarket stuff, it ain't gonna fit perfect, so you got to make that stuff work. Alright, so it's been a long Saturday for me, and I'm tired. So I put in my hour on my personal bill, and we got the hood knocked out, and I pat myself on the back. I'm happy with that. So we're gonna be on Gangsta and 400. So we're gonna knock out 400. We're gonna do some things on 400, get some progress on 400. So y'all stay tuned. back. Y'all can see we done cracked down on. It says I got a new guy. He came in. He been pumping on it 8 hours. Well, I say 7 hours. 7 miles a day for all week. And we got everything stripped down that we're gonna strip down except the roof. We got the roof left, and that's it. We're gonna replace the fenders. We already replaced the hood. And I already got it in epoxy prime, so I don't know if I showed y'all the issues that were going on underneath the paint. The reason why we're doing this in here. But trust me, I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't necessary. But we got it stripped down, we got it in epoxy. This time, we're gonna be good with it. This is the last time I plan on painting the car. Last time. Just come around and look at it. And if you see some difference in the primer, it's supposed to be the same brand. Yeah, it is the same brand. Same brand, same everything, but for some reason this one looks different from the new epoxy primer. Why, I don't know. I don't know what they did different. The numbers are the same, the brand the same, but this one got a shine to it as it had on the rest of them. When I first opened the can, it was like this from Jump Street, so it went like it was down to the last and it started looking different. It was like this from Jump Street when I used it on other cars, but this new one, I don't know, it ain't got this shine like this, so hopefully it do what it's supposed to and don't give us any issues, because Lord knows I don't want to have to go through this again. I'm just going to just take the rip off of there, come around, y'all can see the difference in the color, the texture, the shine, and everything. So I don't know what's up with that, but hopefully it don't give us a problem. Yep, so I'm gonna leave this over here. Leave this paper over the windows because we got the windows down. We got the rubbers off this time. We cleaned up behind the chrome and the rubbers. Got all them behind there. So, I'm gonna take out the wood. So we got the fenders. The fenders actually at another shop. For some reason they didn't tell me that was running that day, and he didn't call me. So he usually leave my parts at another guy's shop, and I go pick them up from there. They already been paid for. So I just go pick the fenders up in the morning, and then we'll get the fenders swapped out. I let KJ swap them out, get him let us see what we can do on the fenders. Stop. Yep, I go get the fenders in the morning, and let KJ have that job of replacing the fenders. Get the fenders swapped out, and then that way you can just work on the roof. The roof will be the last thing we strip down and get prepped up for body work. You got the bumpers. The bumpers ain't got that issue because the bumpers are plastic. So we ain't got to worry about that on the bumpers, but we're gonna get the bumper sand down good. And over here, I had did this part of the doors with the first batch of epoxy. You can see I went up here and did it with that the new batch from over there. You can see the difference in the primer. Yep, turns out that this was the quickest way, especially having an extra set of hands to do it, to get it knocked out, because I was having all type of trouble trying to locate some doors. Like, it was hard to try to find some doors in good shape anyway. So just went on here and script these down, and we gotta do some do a little bit of body work on it. Not too bad. And this window wouldn't go down, so I couldn't get this trim off and this rubber. So that's why I left this until you can see we got a little carried away right here on my rubber. So we probably gonna have to find us a good rubber to replace right here. And I told him, you know, just kind of stay away from the rubbers until I get them off, but he got a little carried away trying to get close to it. And didn't notice that the other half of the sander was sanding down on the rubber. So we're gonna get all that took out. I gotta get in here and get this window down. The window, it never worked. It never worked since I had the car. So get this window down so we can get all the rubber and trim off, and we can prime this door frame right here. And yeah, man, so that's what we're working with. Got it knocked out pretty quick. And all this done in 1 week. In 1 week now. Got to this point in 1 week. So I say maybe another week of body work, blocking, prepping, and another week of paint. Good 3 week total. We had this job complete and knocked out. Complete and knocked out. And at the same time, we still, you know, got other stuff going on. We got other jobs, customer jobs that we're working on too. So I just been having KJ on this one project. And I might get PJ, my man behind the camera, get PJ in here to, you know, come in and do a little sanding where he can. Like the door jams and stuff, I already been sanding. The trunk, underneath the hood, all that been sanded already. So, yeah, just try to get all hands on deck so we can go and get this knocked out and out the way. Yeah, so, man, hope y'all enjoying the content. If you are, go ahead, smash the like button, give me a thumbs up to help the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and we out.